Hi friends, Jason and I are super tired today. I'm not talking to you. I'm trying to get my pants on. All of my workout stuff is in the laundry and I forgot to move it to the dryer last night. So I'm wearing my short shapewear, which is hard with leggings. It's fine, it works. But the leggings that I have are my new small, or like my new small size. My true size, but fitting it all in with between all my shapewear. There's a lot of tucking and pulling going on. This is why I need to have a few more shirts, but we're also getting into warm weather, which is why I just had to go with the tank top today. But Jason's gonna be home doing domestic things while I'm working out.
I have to do email. Well, I've got to do a few things, but I can.
You can rinse and load the dishes for Abby. That's, yeah, utter silence. Utter silence.
There's a domestic thing.
Do you want to make your side of the bed now that you're over there?
Oh, I've got these in my hand. I can't. I could make a joke.
You can't make that joke.
No. I was saying, like, do you know what domestic things are?
I do domestic things every day, my friend. I do all the laundry. I clean up after all the kids, including you.
We don't need to get into it. It's fine.
Whatever. I was going to wait around for my laundry to dry, but I think I'll be okay. Because after I do my walk, we're going to play pickleball together. We're going to learn how. I've been looking at the rules. I think we can do it. It'll be funner if we're playing with 4 people, but I want to like learn how to do it with just the 2 of us, so I'm not such a newbie. So yeah, let's go and start our day. We're going to be pretty productive today. We also have to go to Costco. We'll talk about that when we get there because we're gonna kind of shift again. All right, just got done with 5 miles. Jason met me here. He actually got to meet 2 of my friends that I see and walk with every once in a while. That they do exist, shall we say. And I got to talking to them about our game nights and learning to play pickleball. So quite fun. So now we're gonna attempt this. Got to kind of give Jason the rules as I know them per Google, and then see if we can hit the ball around and have fun with it. I'm not taking it too seriously right now. If we get better at it, then we'll play with our friends and have fun with competition side of it. So I gotta see where I can set this down and have you guys watch in. All right, Jason wants to leave the plastic on.
No, just so we don't have to like deal with throwing it away.
He's fascinated with the birds that are up here fighting. I don't even see what you're talking
They're like
about.
hawks or eagles, and these little birds are attacking, like flying at it. Trying to keep it probably away from their nest.
Okay, so do you want to serve on that side away from the sun in your eyes? I'll give you the old man advantage. I'm just kidding.
Practice just hitting it back and forth a little bit.
Yeah.
Exactly, that's what I was saying.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure.
It doesn't bounce very much.
You can only start. They say when you're playing with people to play, but it makes it easier. No, you can't.
having trouble with the address or something, give it the company's voicemail. They don't want you to talk to anybody.
Okay. Number 7?
Yeah. Yep.
All right, well, once we kind of learned to hit the ball and walk around and whatnot. He did! But to be fair, it's our first game. So, yeah. Jason got to witness.
All your little...
I don't know her at all.
Oh.
But like, they just want someone to talk to.
Yes.
Like, sorry, we just got interrupted because there was just someone who just wanted to talk and find out how our pickleball game was. But Jason did win. You did win. To be fair, I just, you know.
We were just learning.
It was fun though. No harm. I didn't want him to like go easy. I just missed a spot here at Costco. And I'm waiting for this couple who couldn't open their car. And now she wants to take a picture of her watermelon before they put it in their car. Just put your food in the car. It's Friday at Costco. I know I film my haul, but I don't waste time in the parking lot. Come on, people. Come on. Okay, we're just gonna get a few things, like in general. I accidentally almost went home. So he's getting us some food at the food court. We decided to just come get our food and then shop. One, so we don't buy things that we shouldn't buy. And don't waste time just going home first. But the more I have, and you're gonna have to ignore the click of my car because I want to make sure people know that I am waiting for these guys' spot. These guys just pulled up. They're gonna be in their car in like a matter of seconds. And these guys are just taking their time. Just go ahead. I'm right here. Just take your time. Stay on your phone. Anyway, as I have been planning our trip to take Abby to college and all that entails. Okay. I'm gonna go put, oh my gosh, she's just like hanging out in the middle of the road. This is ridiculous. Hang on. Yeah, this battery is dead. Goodness sakes. I don't know that they hold battery, or maybe they don't like the heat. I don't know. But really quick, planning the trip this summer to take Abby to college and what she wants to take. She'll be in a dorm, so it's not like we have to get a ton of groceries, but she does want a few things. We potentially are gonna get her a mini fridge. Haven't decided if it's just a drink fridge or a freezer fridge combo that has to fit underneath her bed. Haven't decided on that yet. But you know, I don't bring a lot of politics into this channel, but tariffs are going to screw us over. And we're mere weeks. I mean, our ports are empty. So we're weeks away from empty shelves. Sorry to like, you know, shock those that don't understand how that's all going to actually work. So I'm probably gonna get a few things for Abby, potentially back to school supplies, because I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna see what they have. We're gonna stock up on toilet paper. Again, you know, someone was making a comment that while ranch is made here in the United States, the bottle is made in China. Cans are made in China for the green beans that are made here in the US. So like, it's going to affect everything. Okay, I forgot to pull the camera out. It's pretty busy here. Wow. 2 things of toilet paper.
One for the house, one for the store.
We actually have one of each at home in the store already. So backup supplies, cleaning supplies for both the store and for us. Yeah, there's no rhyme or reason. Pizzas, we finally have these. For Chelsea, protein bars, breakfast drinks.
Gotta get these are so good, try them out.
They're just fun, it's just an extra.
I like these.
He likes the protein yogurts. This is for Mother's Day. He's doing well with his planning. regular bread. Alani's is for Abby to take to school. Just don't want to risk not having them.
Oh, that'd be, yeah. That's no problem.
You talk to Abby when she doesn't have one. And then you wonder if it's a first world problem. Bacon for Mother's Day. He's got some freezer meals for work.
I'm trying to cut costs of lunches.
Of eating out.
Some milk.
Milk down there. Cheetos. What do we got? Graham crackers, eggs,
milk, and then some
Swiffer Ripes, and oranges, apples, bagels. All right, they didn't have any office or, well, I guess the only school supply they had were some backpacks, and I'm not choosing that without the kids. I might see if Ashley wants to pick out a new backpack really quick. Like, I don't know, the next couple weeks or whatever. She probably will need to replace hers. Actually she probably won't, because she got a new one about halfway through, or started using an old one. But anyway, we didn't find all the things that we wanted to get necessarily. Hang on. I tell you, this side of the parking lot is so much safer. Every friend that I've told that I've got hit in the parking lot here, they're like, oh yeah, I don't park on that side. They're like, that's a dangerous side to park on. Anyway, we didn't find a ton more that we wanted to stock up on or get ahead of time. We're still a little early in the school season, but we did get Abby some Alani to take to school. I don't know. I just don't know what supplies they're gonna have going forward. And I know she really wants that. I'm gonna get her some syrups and maybe a case of like club sodas that don't have to be refrigerated, and she can keep those in her little closet in her room and have a little drink bar, if you will. Cut costs for her when she gets to school. But anyway, I'm just thinking ahead, and I don't know, maybe a certain someone will decide that tariffs are not actually a good thing, because they're not, and whatever. It's just so stupid. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. It's late. It's not late. Hang on. Is she in there? Nope, she's down here still. Abby made cookies for us, so I'm coming down to grab some. Everyone's back home now. Jason's taken his place on the couch with a guy flick.
What?
What are you watching today?
Some new Star Wars cartoon.
I'm watching Handmaid's Tale still, and I'll show you my painting so far. But I came down for a cookie. See, it's not even dark outside, but I want a cookie. Can I have one?
I don't want to be filmed.
I'm not filming you. I'm filming cookies. Yes. Yes, please. Thank you, Abby. Little snack. Did Dad have a root beer? They look really connected, those ones. She makes really good cookies. That's a little before and after. Okay, I've got my cookies and milk. I'm just gonna have 2, which is fine. I had a good dinner. So that was a while ago. But here is my painting. I can't believe how much I've done, but it looks super cool. I think the only color I have left through here is white, which is always so boring. And I saved to the last, but I think I'm gonna do the white next, maybe tomorrow. It's hard to do when there's not very good light. There's a few extra colors in here. This section is like I haven't done. That one has a lot of colors. And then I'm working up to my horizon line, and then it'll be like super fast up here. And then I'll do my palm trees. But anyway, that's been fun. I've also done some computer work. Trying to like schedule out mainly Ashley's cheer camps, and she's overlaps by a little bit this summer with both squads. And then there's a break, which is nice. And then we start right back into her sideline cheer squad practices in August. So, but trying to pack all of those in with Abby's move-in dates. Anyway, I was mapping it out last night and it was getting really, really tricky, but we're trying to make one little, literally like a few hours of one day to spend with my family. Quite literally, one day while we're in Utah. Actually, we won't even be in Utah. We'll be in Idaho. We're still trying to make that happen. My brother is trying to change his flight to go back to North Carolina. He spends the summer with my dad and my sister. Like, he hangs out with the family. He can work remotely, and ever since my mom died, he's been doing that, coming home for the summer and kind of spending it with family, which is nice. So he's gonna try and change his flight, and then we're just trying to see if we can make one day happen with them. And then I'm trying to see if I can make like some road trip plans on our way home. Anyway, but anyway, I was working on that again. I worked on it till late last night. Today, we didn't really do much else. I didn't pick up the camera again because it was just boring. We got home, unloaded everything from Costco. Jason's, the insurance agent for the guy that hit him, called, and he had to get photos and like upload the videos, all his stuff from his damage to his car. And it's just so funny because like that agent was like, he didn't know who it was when they texted us. And so he like called her and he was like, okay, what car are you talking about? She's like, how many cars have been in an accident? He's like, you don't even want to know. And then my agent through my insurance was working with me on a few different things. I have my estimate appointment now in June instead of July. And she was asking me about whether I'm going to pay the cost or we're having insurance do it. And I said, yeah, I currently have 2 claims open. She's like, 2? What are you talking about? I said, I have 2 insurance companies, 2 different claim numbers, and we're trying to decide fault. Until then, we're keeping both claims open. And she was like, oh my goodness. She was so confused. Anyway, so just a little bit of that today. He was working on that when we got home. I unloaded everything from Costco, but I had to turn right around as soon as Ashley got off the bus, like not even 10 minutes later, and took her over to Jacob's house so they could spend the afternoon and evening with Kaylee and Jacob and their family and Paris. She has taken a little bit of a nosedive today. When they came home, I don't know, maybe an hour and a half ago, they said that, I mean, when we were there just a few days ago, maybe last weekend, I don't remember when it was, Monday, I guess, I don't know what day it was, she was up walking around. She would let you pet her back, and then she would go right back to her blanket on the floor. But then fast forward just a few days, and they said she never got off of her blanket off of the floor. And they had to like lay a cold wet towel over her because she was just so hot. Like the cancer is just like radiating through her body and they're not treating it. And so she's just hot all the time, panting, doesn't have good oxygen. So I think they all just sat around her and let her cuddle on her blanket, and they watched movies, and then Jason went and picked him up and brought him home. So I think that was a lot of emotional toll because they came home a little bit agitated. Chelsea and Ashley did. And we kind of just, both Jason and I were like, let's make sure you're fed, and then both of you need to go to bed. It's not even 9 o'clock on a Friday night. And we just said, you need to go to bed. You need, like, this is a lot. It's a long week. So they're in bed, and Abby is manning the cookies, and Jason's watching his movie. I'm gonna keep watching my little movie that, it's actually kind of scary because the chances of this becoming a reality this year or next year, whatever, are so scarily real. And if you haven't watched this movie and or don't know what's going on in the world, in the country, watch this show. If not, if you don't want to be absolutely disgusted with where we could potentially be headed, then whatever. But it's a little hard to watch, but I'm into it. Season 3, so I'm gonna keep watching it. I'm gonna sign off with you guys. I'm tired, if you haven't. I'm tired. So I'm gonna end it with you guys. But Jason and I had a great time playing pickleball today. I think we're definitely gonna play it again. We might play it, I don't think we'll play it Sunday. He's got plans for me for Mother's Day, like a little brunch here at home after we get home from church. And then we might have some plans with friends, just because it's a day that we have available and they have available because they don't work. I mean, they don't work on Sundays. So we might go out. So I might film a little bit of Mother's Day, but I'll give you a quick update. I took my pinwheels that I got from my next door neighbor. Did I tell you this? I can't remember. I think I was telling Jason, but I took my pinwheels over to my neighbor. I'm glad that I waited a week. I'm glad that my schedule didn't allow me to go over and take it to her right away, because for whatever reason, Mother's Day, and like my mom's birthday was more of a heartfelt day for me, and that's what day I remembered to get the pinwheels for my friend. But Mother's Day isn't as, like, I don't know if it's traumatic or grief-ridden for me with my mom having passed away. It's really more her death anniversary that's like what I like remember and like have more emotions with. And even then, it's not even the actual date of when she passed, it's Memorial Day. It will always be Memorial Day, and Memorial Day itself changes date every year. But in my mind, it was so associated with the holiday itself, with everything that happened that day, that I focus, anyway, my brain just goes to that date in remembrance in the month of May. And so it hadn't even occurred to me that my friend would have a difficult first Mother's Day without her mom, until I was on her doorstep with the pinwheels explaining to her, I remembered that you need to remember your mom now that she's gone. And she just broke down in tears. And did I already, oh, maybe I was Marco Poloing my sister. I think I was telling my sister this. That's why I'm like, I've repeated this story. I was Marco Poloing my little sister today. Little, she's just a few years younger than me. But anyway, so it was perfect timing. She's like, how do you get through your first Mother's Day without your mom? And I was like, today was the day that she needed the pinwheels. Today was the day. And her cute little girl, I can't show her face, but maybe I'll show you. I'll show you. Oh, why is she texting me so late at night? I'll show you from the little girl's feet down to her pinwheel. She didn't wait for her brother to put the pinwheel out, but her daughter and her son were very excited to get pinwheels in remembrance of their grandma, and it meant a lot to my friend to have a pinwheel. I said, you don't have to use these. Like, you don't have to do this because that's what we do. I just wanted you to know that I was thinking of you and you having lost your mom, and it was perfect timing, yada yada. I'm going to show you her cute little feet and her arms, just ta-da, looking at her pinwheel. And I'm going to sign off with you guys tonight. I don't know if I probably will need to pick up the camera tomorrow. We'll see what we do. You know, it'll probably be more of I'm going to do all the work to prepare for Mother's Day so that we can have a relaxing Mother's Day. I saw a TikTok video. She's like, oh, I love having, we'll talk about that tomorrow. Anyway, I love having a day where I don't have to do anything, but the day before I have to do everything, and the day after I have to do everything. To prepare for the day I don't have to do anything. It's a bit funny. But anyway, I'll sign off with you guys and show you her cute little pinwheel. So, I mean, her hands literally show so much. She's like, ta-da! And there's her little pinwheel. And her brother will put his pinwheel out right next to it. So, I just thought that was super cute. Waking up